Hey, Katie, Taylor, and Larry here again. A couple of quick thoughts for this week. Um, Amy gave me some topics for the week. So, got the vertical market team is facilitating helpful panel discussions with sales associates. Last week, the topic was Zoom info and how sales associates are using that for prospecting and helping looking for new quality contacts and hopefully growing their business. So it is a good tool. We have more and more people using it as they find out more about it. So you just need to know how to use it in like any tool to make it work for you. This week there's a panel discussion with sales associates that are strong in the education market. So watch those verticals. If you've never done an educational sale or anything in that vertical, check it out sometime because you never know. They're all in everybody has them in their area, and so we just drive by them. We don't think about them. Katie will include the links, any of the links that we have from the panel discussions. Also, Aces Elite continues to shine with new features and functionality. You can check out the latest the WOW videos on the SOS team site. So check them out. Just look at them, just your own FYI. Katie again will add the link for that also. We had another great DA this week. We had 20-some people. Granted, some of them were home office people or DeBow people, but over and all, is 2/3 of it was salespeople, and 2/3 of that 2/3, about half of those were multiple generations. So as we're all getting older, we talked about how do we get younger. Well, you bring your family in or friends or whoever, so you bring in the next generation. And so we're seeing more and more of that as we grow and go along here. And we encourage people saying, if you're looking for some to grow your hub or somebody to take over your territory, think about people skills. Who do you know that has people skills, that can get out of bed in the morning, can plan their work and work their plan, and somewhat of a self-starter? And bring them in, help them work some of your smaller accounts, cut their teeth, and really kind of get used to selling, build their own accounts, and with 2 or 3 years, you're going to have a good partner, ally, or however you structure it, or a buyer to take over and earn out your accounts, and you can retire. Or not retire, you can keep working a little bit and let them do the rest, right? So anyhow, it's about how do you grow and get value, but most of all, you can expand your team and you can take care of your customers, and so there's some days that you say, boy, I wish I had somebody to help me, so I'm not going to get it all done or whatever, because as you get older, you get a little slower, but you get a little smarter, so you got to think about that. But think about that is that who do you know out there that's a family member, friend, whoever in the community, you can look at somebody and say, boy, they got really good people skills. Well, they should be in sales, and a lot of times they go in and they get a job out of college, it's fine. They work for a few years and they find out they're going nowhere, or they're not happy, or they are asked to move, they don't want to move like I was with NCR. And so they end up looking at something like what we do. But yeah, you can control your own destiny. We say everything begins and ends with the face in the mirror, right? So how do we help those people learn about us and learn about what we do as our company, the American Family, keeps evolving and growing? There's more opportunities. That's what the Canadian Solutions for Business are. All of our ASB customers have locations up there, want to do it up there, buy it up there, ship it up there, invoice it up there. They don't want to send it up there. We don't want to worry about imports, exports. You just do it up there, and we have an answer for that now. And people up there that want to do business in the lower 48, we have an answer for that. And pretty soon, we've got a couple things going in Europe. It's just a matter of where do our customers drag us. Most of the time, vendors help us, get settled in these other ideas in those other countries. But our customers are the ones that kind of keep dragging in, asking us to help them and do stuff. So, and again, if you're prospecting, look around. Even if you're using Zoom Info, if you get somebody you want to call on, please let us scrub it. Let us find out if there's anything going on out there. If there is, how old is it? How big is it? Where is it? Because there's a lot of team or contracts that we have split commission agreements or multiple people working the same name account, but they're working in different cities, they're working in different departments, working different products. So there's a lot of ways to take care of a customer and to handle a customer, because as an individual, we can't do it all ourselves, and so how do we grow as a company? How do we grow to take care of the person who has the money? The customer has the money. How do we help them out so they help us out? So now this time, instead of having any stories, Katie's going to attach an article by Laura Yin, who's a columnist, and it talks about Minnesota dialect, and it talks about the different things. So, and they said, we've all heard the obvious references to oop, which is whoops, or you betcha, which is you're welcome, or oofda, oh dear, oops, or whoa. All those things. And then and people that watch Fargo think that we're all Fargo, but actually a lot of it was shot in Minnesota. But anyhow, in Bemidji, Minnesota, northern Minnesota. But anyway, it's that we don't think we have an accent, and we don't think we have a dialect, but we do. Couple examples, because there's a bunch of them here. The one is ya no ya, or no ya no. So to Midwesterners, it means yes or no, right? And so they said there was a comedian, Charlie Burns, who is from Wisconsin, and he told Laura one time that he says, well, it's really it's like a math equation. He says on this construction of ya no ya, or no ya no, he said you listen for the last word in the series. So yeah, if it's ya no, it's no. If it's no ya, it's ya. If it's no ya no, it's probably no. So then the next one is a parking ramp. This is an important term to know when driving. If a Minnesota native in your car tells you to turn into the ramp, do not keep driving as you search for an elusive slope or incline off the side of the road. They're talking about a multi-story parking garage. Another one is, oh, that's different, or that's interesting. Well, Minnesotans do not like things to be different. So if someone tastes a casserole with anchovies or peppers in it and tells you it's interesting, that is not a compliment. So it is a northern equivalent to the southern passive-aggressive swipe, bless your heart. So Minnesotans are noticing that you've unnecessarily deviated from the norm, leading to a disastrous result. Another one is, that's funny. The last one, that's funny. The speaker acknowledges your attempt at humor, but does not find it amusing enough to laugh. So, as always, hugs for you and your family, peace and love. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you.